Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story. And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Welcome back. Your boy here, Master, with
your boy Dizzho. Back left, we never left. You know we did.
Yeah. we're on a long Thanksgiving, extended Thanksgiving break. That's what
big hiatus. No, let's be real.
Yeah.
Our schedules was really bad. With me working 12 plus hours a day with work. He was in Japan doing his thing for his job, and we finally.
We're back at it, though.
Back at it.
That's the important part, is that we're back at it. So,
and shout out to the ones that was asking for new episodes. There was a couple of people hit me up. What happened? Where's the new episode?
What's the new one? Yeah, even my own friends like, hey, when are you gonna bring out the next one?
Right?
I was like, yeah. So sorry for keeping you guys waiting, but we're back at it again, and we're glad you guys are following us. Rather it be on YouTube,
Twitter, Facebook,
Twitter,
Facebook. I need to do that. have you even got to look at like the YouTube? Because you know me, like when after we do the episode, Manny cleans it up and then he sends it to me, and I'll listen to the whole podcast, and then everything checks out. I'm the one who
puts it on the Spotify and iTunes and all that stuff.
But I haven't got a chance because I forgot it is out on YouTube. I just haven't got a chance to watch and look at it myself.
So if you want to see our sexy mugs on there,
beautiful.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm
light-skinned face.
I'm not gonna lie. Right now, I'm a little bit scruffy.
I cleaned up, haircut.
I don't look at this guy.
Usually, I'm the one who's like tired from work. But nah, we back in this thing.
So how's it been going with you, man?
Doing all right. Like I told you off camera, I'm kind of on a 30-day vacation. Okay. You know, so at the end of it all, I'll be more open to it.
Okay.
And I'll say what's going on, but as of right now, I'm chill mode to the max.
That's good. That's good.
How about yourself?
I think I'm a little bit more calm. I was just kind of getting over. You can kind of hear it a little bit, but I'm kind of getting over. Like, I guess I had a cold or something. I woke up painful like one day, and I think I'm at the tail end of it now. So whatever it was, hopefully it wasn't anything major. It didn't seem like it was anything major. So
I mean, it's with the weather in Texas. You know, it was
cold.
It was 80.
Yesterday it was like
70.
Yeah,
and then it was right now it's like 50.
Yeah,
and then it was raining and cold, and then it's raining and hot, and then the sun's out at 70.
Yeah,
and then it's back to 40 degrees. It's just Texas weather, man.
It's crazy. It's crazy. But that aside, I think overall I've been a little bit more calm because we wrapped up our World Championship as well. We were in Japan and all that stuff, like you just mentioned, and it was cool. It was fun. Obviously, there's some things that you always see that can be improved on and all that stuff. So all that stuff gets looked into and talked about in meetings and whatnot. But overall, it was cool.
Who won? Was it Hoodless?
Yeah, it was Hoodless.
Congratulations to Hoodless. Yeah. He beat
Crazy Steady in the finals.
Okay.
Yes.
Grabbing an Excalibur blade.
So that's what a lot of people were saying. They were just like, Excalibur usually like within at least if not the top 2, top 3. You know what I'm saying?
Easy.
Actually, he wasn't even in the top 3. He actually got 4th in this event.
Oh.
So unfortunately, we didn't get to see that fight play out. But yeah, it was crazy not to see him on there.
And it was double elim, right?
Yeah, it was double elimination.
Okay.
Yeah, double elimination. First place gets $15,000. I think overall prize pool was $30,000 for everybody that's in top 8. So even if you got 8th place, I think you got, or tied for 7th, I think you got like $900 or something like that.
Okay.
So you still got a little something. Plus the if you qualified to be there, I mean, you basically got flown out there. So it was a free trip plus $900. You know what I mean?
Did they pay for hotel and stuff too, or no?
Yeah.
Nice.
Hotel,
okay, that's cool. So shout out to Team or is it?
Team Ninja, Koi Tecmo.
Doing something right.
Yeah. Hey, we're trying.
But so congratulations to Hoodless, even though we're kind of late, but
yeah. I mean, for me, it's a little bit different because I do a lot of the traveling and checking out a lot of the North American events. I did like one European one, and the only Asian one I did was the finals, really, and it's great to see him progress as a player, and I always seen him as a player that is constantly focused on the game. He never really like tries to step away from it too much. I mean, he plays a lot of other games, but he likes to stay focused. He never says anything particularly that stands out like, oh man, I'm pissed today, fuck this game. You know what I'm saying? He's always like, I just got to improve. I just got to get better, blah, blah. He's always been about that, and he's always grinding. So
that's what's up.
He would always end up getting like 2nd place sometimes, or maybe get like 3rd place, or, just in the top 8.
He was always in the picture.
Yeah, he was always in the picture. And I think the only qualifier he won was the online one. But for him, it's like, that's
I actually watched that one because I think he was streaming as well. And when he won, clicked over to his. He was like,
yeah.
he was all hype. I think his baby was crying or something. But he was just like, that was funny.
Well, that's basically what made it 100% sure he couldn't get kicked out from the top qualified players that were going to.
Because he won that. He needed like those points, right?
Yeah, exactly. And since you got first place, you got a good chunk of points, so he didn't have to worry about it. And he didn't travel after that because he already needed.
He didn't need to. Yeah.
Yeah. So he was happy that he got.
I still like when people travel. Like I like for example, just think like Capcom saw Punk. He had qualified forever ago. Yeah. But he was still traveling.
And going to the events.
He was taking people's money, taking people's points. He was like, nah, like, I think that would be me.
He was like gatekeeping.
Basically. He's like, nah, you can't come in.
I was like, why are you here? He was like, you're qualified.
You qualified like 2,000 points ago. Nah,
well, you know how you brought up Excalibur? Excalibur Blaze is like the only player in the entire tour that I think won a total of like 5 events.
Okay.
And total of events is like 12. So he's almost half of the events.
So he was already guaranteed
and he was already guaranteed from the very first event because it was like a fatal match. And if you win that, you automatically go straight to the final.
So he was just out just taking people's... He was gatekeeping too.
Yeah, and him and this other player named Killy, those were the only 2 that won in North America the event. So he won one, then Killy. He won one, then Killy. Then he won one. So nobody else won North American events.
If I was going to it, I'll just be like, why y'all niggas here?
I know.
Like, give us a chance. Like, shit, man, I'm struggling.
I know.
Go home. Like, go.
And they would be there just taking money. You know, they're there for the money. So it's
which I understand. You still got to get paid. You know?
Yeah. They're trying to. And plus, I think in XCal's case, he has a sponsor. So his sponsor
is Killy sponsored?
I don't think Killy is sponsored, which is kind of surprising.
Because I saw that he's like, except he's like the first and like only like sponsored, like legit. DOA player, right?
Yeah, XCal is the only one that actually has a sponsor that sends them to events and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I believe he still has that sponsor even after the tour.
I don't see why not. I mean, if I think he's considered one of the best DOA players.
Absolutely.
So sponsors will want.
Yeah, absolutely.
Most sponsors need. I was gonna say more sponsors need to jump on the game, but as we talked off camera, I'm just like.
But this applies to any fighting game. It's really hard for the fighting game players. You know what I'm saying?
Everything is more like you see sponsors for like League of Legends,
Counter-Strike, and even probably like Halo and Call of Duty.
What's that card game with the
card game?
Rocket League sponsors for Rocket League.
Yeah, Rocket League. Yeah.
Counter-Strike, those are always heavily
Overwatch, stuff like that. You know,
and the only like 2 fighter games you see is Tekken and Street Fighter.
Yeah.
With the sponsors.
Yeah, and which is going to be interesting when League of Legends or Riot Games comes out with theirs because they already have made their announcement and all that stuff. So,
I'm gonna play it, but I don't think it's gonna be like a tournament fighting game.
Well, the Cannon brother. Or the Cannon Brothers, I think, which are the people that organized or put together Evo, are working for them. So,
I didn't know that.
So they implement.
So it's going to be in there, probably as a side tournament then or something.
Oh yeah. They're I'm pretty sure they're doing something that's working all together because they were in an interview and whatnot. So I'm kind of interested overall as a fighting game fan because I played other fighting games besides DOA. I know everybody just sees me play DOA, but as a fighting game fan, I'm just kind of interested. I was like, all right, let's see where they go with it. Plus, it's Riot Games. They have the pockets. Kind of interested as to how much they're willing to invest.
Oh, they got tons.
Yeah, willing to invest on everything, though.
See, League of Legends is that is a global game. So
yeah. So I'm kind of interested as to see how much they're willing to invest not only in tournaments, but in the netcode, the gameplay, the DLC, like everything dealing with a really, really fun and exciting video game, but also a solid fighting game. You know what I mean?
Makes sense.
So we'll see what happens with it. So
let's see.
But that's basically what I've been up to, and
how was Japan personally? Did you?
Oh, Japan, I told you. I will say.
I remember I texted you. You was about to get on your plane, or you was on your plane. I was like, "Hey, bro, have fun, be safe, get some footage, fucking vlog." Did you do any of that? Nope. I can already tell.
Listen, I got bits of footage.
So that's probably like a good 5 minutes.
Hey,
him walking.
Listen,
hey guys,
most people don't last longer than 2 minutes on the video.
I'm here with Swoozy. Hi. All right, guys. All right, peace. That's probably it.
Hey, that's a vlog, bro. That's a lot of energy.
We're gonna get some vlogs.
Well,
he has the camera. I've been telling him we need to go when we go out. We need to vlog. We need to just vlog.
You know what it is?
Up.
Every now and then I need a cameraman too. So let's say I'm doing something that's kind of like whatever spontaneous.
Give me the camera.
I know. Yeah, and then whenever you do something crazy or spontaneous, switch it. got the camera on you. You know what I'm saying? So you got to work that out.
The next time you go out for work, you'd be like, hey, I got an assistant. I'm trying to record. Bring your boy with you.
There you go.
I'm sure they can. I'm cheap. Fucking just give me a commercial.
You just need
we can share a hotel room. There you go. You can get one bed. I'll sleep on the couch. Bro, we need to expand the freshness.
Yes.
Everywhere.
Bring it everywhere.
I just thought of that trademarked. No, I'm kidding. But how was Japan though for you outside of the tournament?
No, Japan was really cool. The thing for me this time in Japan is, so I've been to Japan. I think this was my third
times.
Yeah. I think this is my third or fourth time that I've been there. But this particular situation is, I wasn't going as a competitor. Now, granted, I felt like to some extent, and this is not really what I mean to say, but I felt like almost like a parent, because I have to make sure that all the players are like taking
I remember because I'm part of the competitive fighting, and I remember you doing a post like, "Hey guys, if you made the tournament in Japan, make sure your passports, and all you was playing daddy."
Yeah, basically. And then somebody still didn't get their passport, even though I said that.
Did somebody not make it?
No, man.
Who didn't make it?
Kelly didn't make it.
Niglet, bro. If he made it, so he had all that time because
I know that post was old, right? I just want to make sure. I want to get you on record.
I saw the post.
I know.
Listen, I'm not even fighting. I'm not even participating. I saw the post.
Yeah.
What? He had all that time because he qualified forever ago.
Yeah, forever ago. Exactly. Once you qualify forever ago, you might as well just get it. You know what I mean?
What was his reasoning? Like,
he just got it late. He was trying to expedite it. It got there. I think it ended up getting there like a couple days after the actual event. So I was like, I can't help you. I can't. I mean,
so since he didn't participate in it, did you not get like $900 for qualifying?
He didn't get anything. I mean, that's the thing. That's how it works. I mean,
it's all for you, man. I'm sorry.
It's all in the rules and terms and conditions. It's like, you got to follow through with it. But yeah, I'm sure he regrets that. But
I regret that for him.
But besides that, I remember when I used to compete. Not to deviate too much, but back in the day, and we were going to travel. This was many years ago. I would always just make sure I'm on top of my shit. You know what I'm saying? And I was usually an easy player to work with because I was like, I have my passport, I have this, I have what else you need.
Look, back in the day when he used to compete, he's over here. He has his.
You know what I'm saying?
He wants to flex his trophies on the table.
I'm not trying to flex.
He wants to flex his 2 trophies on the table.
I was just moving them, and I had to put them somewhere, so I had to put them here on the table. You know what I mean?
Hey, this got some weight to it. This is low key kind of heavy.
I think I probably knock somebody out with this.
You probably dropping this to shatter. Like,
yeah.
But
yeah, so I was a really easy player to work with, and some other players would be like, "Oh my god, Master, it was so easy to work with you," and these other guys are like, "Whatever." Mm-hmm. And now being in that seat, now it's just like,
you guys are so hard to work with.
Yeah, and that's what you shouldn't do. Like, any advice to any players, I'm gonna make a video of this at some point, and to any pro players, you definitely want to make sure that whenever you are working towards being a hardcore competitor and traveling and all that stuff, that you become a really easy person to work with, because it's like they want to use you more, rather it be for commercials or other events or whatever it may be. It's like, oh yeah, we really had a good experience with them.
So especially if you like did everything they asked for, you was on point, on time with everything. You was really easy to go, well, you know what? We want to do this marketing. Hey, Master.
Yeah.
What's up? Yeah. I mean, look where you are now.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell people. And this is with DOA. I'm trying to tell.
This is from 2008. When did you start playing DOA competitively?
Competitively? Probably 2004, I want to say.
So 2004, he's been playing since 2004. And you started working with them last year or
2 years ago?
Has it been 2 years?
Yeah, it has been.
We never went out and celebrated.
I know. We need to.
And I said that. I was just like, bro, we're going to celebrate. And we never did.
And we never. It was like, we never did it. But we still. I mean, we celebrate every day when we're here. You know what I'm saying?
Gang.
There you go. I
saw you linked up with Swoozie.
Yeah, so Susie was going to be out there around the same time too, and then there's another friend of ours and a competitor also, Shade Swift Eye, and of course I'm always with my coworker Tom, and so it was kind of cool. We all were like all out there, and we all kind of hung out. We all met up in different times, so it's cool, It's especially cool when it's stuff not related to work sometimes.
Right.
Too.
That's what I was like. How was it outside of the tournament?
So after playing Daddy, I made it a mission that this time I wanted to make sure that whoever I was with, or even if I was by myself, that I got to eat really good food. I really wanted to eat food. Last time I
saw your foods.
Yeah. I ate some food last time or whatever, last couple times. But this time I made it a point where I was like, I really want to just try out different kind of food.
Makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? and just experience it overall. And I did rather I be with my team or Swoozy or anybody else.
And we are talking about the YouTuber Swoozy, kind of another flex right there.
Oh yes, Swoozy,
because he used to compete back in the day.
Yeah, he used to. Same time as actually he was there when this came in. Yeah. So obviously he's a really good friend of mine, and he's big on YouTube. He's 7 million more, probably more now. But
met him once. He's nice.
he's alright.
No, he's cool. We had that picture.
Yeah.
I saw that picture. I was like, oh.
Yeah, a long time ago.
I look like a weeb because it was a
tournament.
It was a Texas bar fight. No, it was a Texas. It was one of those
Absolute battles.
And I was fighting Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and I was such a weeb because I had a Marvel vs. Capcom T-shirt. I was like, yeah, I'm cool. Oh man,
it's so cool. I don't know what you talking about.
Fun times.
But so I got to eat a bunch of different food. Man, I'll tell you something. When you're in Japan, assuming that you're not picky with your food, if you're not picky with your food, just about anything I've eaten in Japan, whether it be like a little small shop, nothing like major, or a major shop, you can eat just about anything there, and it always tastes good.
I believe it.
Yeah, it's just like they spend so much time on things, and
I try everything,
or they dedicate a lot of attention to what they're doing. So when you get it, it's always great.
Makes sense.
And I really like that about Japan because it's like no matter where you go, it's always going to be good. You can go to
even like their McDonald's is better than our. And I saw somebody's YouTube that from America that was visiting Japan for like a month. They went to like their 7-Eleven, and it's like,
oh yeah,
I wish our 7-Eleven was like their 7-Eleven.
Okay, first, we got to get something straight right here. 7-Eleven over there is the bomb.
It's like a grocery store.
Yeah, it is.
Get anything.
You get anything there. They have they have a T-shirt and tie too. You're running late from work. You forgot your shirt. You buy that. You just put it on. Go to work.
I was just like, what? And then like the McDonald's has like shrimp burgers, and it's like, why? I would probably eat McDonald's if we had not,
Yeah.
It's just better.
But
it seems like.
Yeah, 7-Eleven is a lifesaver there. So if you ever go to Japan and you're like, oh man, I'm kind of hungry or whatever the case may be, I'm pretty sure you'll find a 7-Eleven and it'll probably be open, and you just go in there and just get whatever you need because they always have something. They have microwaves or whatever that you need to put something in there. It's just super. It's the definition of convenience store. It's super convenient.
Did you get so when the last day of the tournament, did you get to stay a couple of days later? I
got to stay an extra day actually. Okay. So I was everybody left, and then I was there an additional day. And during that time, I was able to link up with Suzy again, and we just kind of like went out to eat. Suzy's a funny one because he doesn't like to eat. He's very picky with his food. He says he's really easy, but he's just a big fat liar.
See me, I'm not. The only thing I know I won't eat is like black people food, like it's like chitlins, and pig, like stuff like that. But if you take me to a place I've never been, I'm gonna try. Even if I see those squid the dead squids and you squirt like soy sauce, it's like tingling shit. I would eat that. I know that I would try all of it.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like they have so much different food that you would have in America, obviously. And so it's like you might as well take advantage of it, especially like if you know that you're there for work anyway. It's all related to work anyway. So majority of it, I don't want to say all of it, the majority of it is already going to be covered through work anyway. So you want to make sure that you eat and spend time with either the team or other people, and and you just have a good time overall. Because if you're not really doing a whole lot of work at that time, or you're in the middle of a break or whatever, you just want to enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Right. And we definitely did. We had different kinds of food. It was just really good. With Suzy, again, he's a particularly picky eater, even though he says he's not. And we got to eat pasta with him. So it's funny, you're in Japan and you eat pasta. But I will say this. Again, regardless of what it is, the pasta was freaking bomb, dude.
Yeah, what kind of pasta was it?
I can't even remember what it was. Mine was like a crab pasta type of thing. I didn't really like the crab part. It was kind of weird. But the pasta itself was good. Like the flavor and everything. And then he got like two different pasta, got some kind of Alfredo thing and some other thing. Oh my god, it was just bomb, and he was just like munching it all down. And that's the cool thing. And that's
ate before I came here. I'm hungry.
I know. And that's the thing about those places. Like you go over there, and as much as I'm joking, and I know it's gonna sound bad, it's like you don't have a Jose in the background. It's like a Japanese dude cooking all this food up. You know what I'm saying? And we're over here in America, it's like everybody back there.
Nationality is back there, but it's more likely his
Hispanic dude. Yeah, it's usually a Hispanic person back there. So,
but they be throwing down.
Oh shoot, they be throwing down, boy. But over here, it's just a whole different flavor, different environment. So it's a different culture overall too, and everybody's so polite too. Everybody. It's completely opposite from here. It's so clean. It's so clean. They don't have no trash bins anywhere. So you have to carry your trash. Everybody carries the trash until they get home. They throw it away. So it's you just have to experience it. And if you go down there, some people will say like, oh, I'm thinking of going down there, or how much does it cost overall? Listen, just understand that if you plan ahead and you make sure that you get it at right times, overall you're probably looking at $1,500 overall for plane ticket, hotel, and probably some extra food or whatever. That's around $1,500. That's on the lower end. If you want to get a little more extravagant, get a better hotel, whatever, you can, because all hotels over there, because they're tight on space, are smaller. So it's kind of like Manhattan everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so much. It's really small.
I'd probably get one of those little pods. Have you seen those pods?
Yeah, they have those. I haven't been.
I've seen another couple of YouTube channels. And
they do that.
They would. There's a wrestler named Sammy Guevara, and he vlogs as well. Shout out AEW. He's on AEW.
Oh, okay.
When he was doing his indie work, he went to Japan. He actually stayed in a capsule,
which
is cool. You just like slide in and shut the door, and you have like outlets and shit.
Yeah,
this is look cool. I'll do it. I'll do that.
Yeah, I mean, they're really efficient when it comes to space. They're like, it's crazy. But that's what I'm saying. Like, go with the expectation knowing that you're not going to get, like, this is bigger than what you would normally get at your hotel. This room right here that we're in.
Right.
So,
do you need that much room? Well, if you have multiple people, yeah. But if you're just one person, you don't need that much.
No. I mean, I think you can be cozy. But for some people, it might be like, oh, I feel a little claustrophobic. It's kind of small. I'm used to, like, even a Motel 6 is bigger than this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, just keep that in mind. But if you're okay with that and it's just you and another person, I think you'd be all right.
Okay.
But I would definitely go there longer than a week. So be there like, minimum 7 days. And that's already, that's not counting the flight time.
Okay.
So you would get there a day early for the flight time and then leave a day later just to, because the flight's so long. But it was fun. It was cool. Needless to say, it was a good experience. I definitely recommend it to anybody that's never been there.
Cool.
Yeah, man. So it was quite. I need a vlog, right?
You need a vlog, man. You need just you walking around with Swoozy or with your team, or you just having like backstage, like doing a tournament, and just like, oh, this is what's going on. We're back in the back. We got such and such setting up the thing, and hire me. Dang it, because I was texting you too, because I was watching the stream. I was just like, hey, bro, people are complaining. Hey, bro.
Yeah. That always helps, actually. Whenever you send me that, it always helps, because it's kind of hard for me to also do it. And in this particular case, obviously, when it comes to stream.
Well, I know you have so much going on, too, because you were there.
Right. So just for an event organizational perspective, whenever a stream is going on, usually the commentators are not worried about the stream. But in some cases, like, some things are going on, you're just trying to play catch up, because it's like the streamer is handling all that stuff, and you're just like hoping that the streamer's handling. So whenever you send me those text messages, or when people like put comments or whatever, it helps me understand, like, in real time, even though they don't see me or they don't see my expression, that I'll make adjustments on the fly, but like, oh, we're gonna fix this or whatever. So yeah, I mean, it's helpful. So I thanks to everybody, including yourself, when you guys
on it every tournament that's streaming, because like I said, I haven't played the game in a minute because I'm unhappy with it, but I still watch and support, and I want stuff to go, whether it be the streaming and the tournament, I want stuff to go smooth, to try to get other people,
involved into it. You know what I'm saying? So I totally get that. So that's cool.
2020 is vlogging.
2020, new year, new me. New year, new me.
This is gonna be.
No, I am. I'm
I just mean in general. Everybody, new year, new me.
Oh yeah. Everybody's
it's that time of year.
Oh, which means the gyms are gonna be packed.
It's like, hey, I'll see you next year.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
I'm like, hey, I'm gonna be back. I'll see you next year.
Right.
I was like, I just went to the restroom.
I see you tomorrow next year.
Yeah.
I'm just like, just get out of my face.
But what are you thinking about as far as New Year's? Like, are you planning anything? Have you heard anything?
Well, like I said, I'm basically on vacation.
I know.
So I could go to this anime convention called Ikicon in Austin, but I don't think a lot of my friends are going, and we're still kind of boycotting that because they did my buddy really wrong last year, a couple years ago.
Oh, really?
So probably not that. What I do? I don't remember. I know 2 years before I moved down to Richardson, we threw this awesome New Year's party in Sherman. It was really fun. But I probably got nothing going on, honestly. What you got?
I'm not sure. Originally, I was going to potentially go somewhere out of town with Swoozy and them, but there's some things that came up that kind of threw everything off. So I'll have to hold off right now and I have to cancel that. So I'm probably just gonna be in town.
On your side?
Yeah, on my side. I think he's
it
still
work?
gonna. Huh?
Is it work related or
partially work related and partially other stuff.
Okay.
So it's just like it just throws a wrench on my monkey wrench on my plans. So I'm just kind of like trying to like chill for a little bit. And
well, if anything, we can fucking you, me, is Swizzy coming to town?
no, he's not coming to town. I think he's gonna go out of town. I think he's going to Colorado. I can't remember.
Okay. Well, hell, US2, you can hit up HP, whoever else.
Let's
go somewhere. Just fucking have a night.
Have a night, hang out. Yeah. So we'll see what happens. I'm trying to keep my ear to the ground to see what other people are planning.
I'm open as fuck right now. Feels kind of good because I talked to one of my coworkers. He was like, "Yeah, bro, yo, December is all open." I was just like, "It is." Like I should be outside in this 45-degree weather working right now.
I was thinking about that too. I was like, man, if you're out there,
this past 2-3 weeks is just. It's not easy being a mailman.
Yeah,
dealing with man, it's like the weather is like the biggest obstacle. Just fighting the weather. But you got any ideas for your resolutions?
Resolutions. I'm not a big person on resolutions, but my only resolution every year usually is just to improve and become better than what I was last year. Okay, that's basically it. Good. So as long as I'm doing that, I think I'll be all right. Okay. And I feel like that's a little bit more attainable than just trying to just be like, I'm going to do this, and that. And then you come up short and then you get like depressed and shit. Like, oh,
right.
Man.
That makes sense.
But overall, it's just, that's basically it. I just want to make sure that whatever I'm doing it better than the previous year. And generally, I'm usually on an upgrade. I'm usually on the upside. So crossing my fingers that everything stays the same and I stay healthy and all that good stuff too. How about you? What do you got?
I have goals, but I think mine are just simple enough to attainable. Like I want to go out more because as you quit inviting me to stuff, which is fair because every time you invite me, it's like, I just got off of work, I'm tired. I could probably go out, but I can't stay out late because I got work in the morning. You know what I mean? Just because of work. But one of my goals is to try to go out more. Take more pictures because I just want to take more pictures.
I agree with that. I think I've been trying to do that a little bit more, but I agree with that. I think that's always a good thing. Even if I think it's a little bit, I don't want to say it's awkward, but it's just not the same compared to, let's say, how girls take pictures all the time. So
I don't want to be on that level.
Yeah.
But like if I'm going out or if I'm going to like a get together or something, I would just like to have at least a couple of pictures so I can just post it. Not just the post it for other people to see, but just to post it just for me, like on Instagram, so I can just go back and just be like, that was a fun night. You know what I mean?
Yeah, kind of like memorable moment type of things. Like, yes. I remember I went out there. Because sometimes I be forgetting like, I did go there or whatever.
Exactly. But you don't have no like. Or I see proof of other people that was there, and I was like, there I am in the background, not paying. You know what I mean? Like, and then so it'll be those two, and the second one would just be more connected with my family.
Oh, okay.
Ever since I moved down here and took the job, and that I guess that kind of goes hand in hand with going out because I haven't had time with my friends, and I definitely haven't had time with my family,
right?
Because it's just like for Thanksgiving this year, I got to see. I spent it with my sister, or both of my sisters, but I just had that one day because I had to work the day before. I didn't get out till 8 p.m. And then
you had to work the day after.
And then I had to work the day after. Yeah. So, and then I had to drive a good distance. So I got off work late. I clock in at 7:30 a.m. And clocking out at 8 p.m. Right?
Yeah.
And then getting up, getting dressed, driving out, seeing the family. But it's just like I only ate like one plate. Because I got to make the job back. So I took like 5 plates home. But then I had to drive all the way back home and get some sleep. Because sure enough, clock in at 7:30, then get off to about 8 p.m. the next day again. Because people calling in or not coming to work. Which I was almost one of those people. I almost wanted to call in and spend time with the family. But it's just hard with the job. And then same thing with every other holiday. And I had to call in. I lost a close family member one weekend. I want to say a month ago. On a Saturday, and then that Monday, I put in a request to be off the next Saturday because that's when the funeral was going to be. And they denied it, talking about we need you here. So I had to call in, and that kind of ties into my vacation right now. I was just like, I got a family debt, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's weird. So those would be hang out with friends more. hang out with family more than that, and just take more pictures.
Gotcha. That seems good. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy how that happens though. When you just talking about requesting a day off and then like they kind of deny it.
Yeah.
Especially it's like it's like I don't know if it is, but it feels like it's borderline disrespectful.
Well, the thing is, in my union steward showed me, and basically they have like when it comes to deaths, it has to be dad, mom, brother, sister, grandma, grandpa. So this was an aunt that died, right? But you can't tell me like it'll be different if if like my dad called me and be like, oh yeah, your cousin from fucking Missouri died. Oh, okay. Well, damn. I hope everything's the same. I don't know who that is. You know, but this was like a close aunt that, this was my mom's sister. Growing up, was always with her, hanging out when we go. It was a close family member.
That's my thing. Like, what if your aunt was your family?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
But even if it was a friend, like say if you were to die,
I'm
gonna go to your funeral. You my boy. You my brother.
Yeah.
Oh well, you can't go because he's not a family. The nigga was my family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't
like
tell
you
me
grew up with these people or you hung out with these people. You have so much time invested with.
You can't tell me who is and isn't my family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just one of those instances. So
I don't know. That's crazy. But yeah, I mean, I agree with that. I think that's cool. More pictures, hang out with, go out with friends and family, hang out to spend time. I think for a lot of people, we can probably talk on the subject a little bit. This is kind of like more kind of free balling it. We're kind of catching up with everybody here. So
going deep.
I was gonna say going in regards to time,
time is everything, man.
Time is everything.
Time. Here's one thing, and if you know me, a lot of y'all know me. And my boy Daniel, he knows that I preach this like religiously. Mm-hmm. Time is the most precious thing you can get to anybody, right?
Yeah.
And this is including family, friends, or even let's say I'm going out with a girl. I'm talking to a girl, right? I want to take you out. Mm-hmm. This is me spending my time with you. Now we can go out. It cannot be a good date, and I spent money on you. That's fine. I make money. I can get that money back. The one thing I'm not getting back is my time. Time is that you can't put a value on time because you can't get it back.
Exactly.
So who you spend your time with is that means that you care for that person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So just be careful.
You value them to a point where you're willing to invest time.
Bam.
You know what I'm saying?
Bam.
So
time is the most valuable thing you can get to somebody.
Yeah,
you can't get it back.
There's no refunds on time. Nope. This goes for anything you do. Rather it be spending time with a friend, watching a crappy movie, or hearing crappy music. I mean, whatever it is. If you're just like, oh man, that kind of sucked. It's like, yeah, it does suck double time because it's like you just lost time.
Yeah.
Experiencing that.
Because I'll be mad. Oh, damn, I spent some money on something that didn't work. That's fine. But it just sucks that shit. I just spent this time hanging out with you. I could have been with my boys.
Yeah.
Or with another girl.
Sometimes it's not the fact that you get something and it doesn't work. It's the fact that you have to spend time to go fix it.
Yeah.
That's the problem right there. Because then
you're wasting more time trying to fix it when you didn't have to.
Exactly. It's just a whole
time is everything.
That's all I'm saying. So I think it's very important whenever someone is spending time with you or is willing to hang out with you. Like you got to cherish those moments because sometimes they're not going to be there. You know what I'm saying?
Tomorrow's not promised.
Exactly.
I saw. Was it Timothy Del Ghetto? It was somebody. It was a podcast. I can't think. It was a YouTuber or podcast, but somebody made a comment of, "Give me flowers when I'm alive, not when I'm dead."
Yeah.
And I was just like, "Oh shit, that's deep."
Yeah. I mean, if you're dead, what the flowers do for you? I mean, it's a nice gesture, but other than that, it's like it holds a lot of truth to that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I think it's just making sure that everybody understands how more important time gets as you get older.
Oh yeah. I'm like I said, me spending time with family, like I'm realizing that because when my aunt that died, I feel bad because I couldn't, the one thing that she would ask me, or even my grandma, come down and visit for the weekend, come down and see me. I would love to, but I can't. Even if it's a day, I was like, it's so hard because they live in East Texas. That's like a 2-hour job. It's like I can't because I got to work and I'm getting off late. And I got to work the next day. And I'm just like, I was putting my job above them. Now I lost a close family member.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
yeah,
shit hurts.
Like, it hurts because it's like now there is no time now.
Exactly.
It's like there is no time. So
exactly.
yeah, it's always interesting how that ends up panning out. So whenever, like you just said, you're like, let's celebrate. We never
2 years ago.
2 years ago,
I said, "Bro, we need to celebrate your accomplishment."
We never made time
for it.
And I've realized it a little bit more now. Like, it's like, oh, okay, like especially during a lot of this travel too. Like you get a lot of perspective. You go into different cultures and different people's point of views about stuff. So I think if anything else, when people hear this podcast, is to understand that it's like, oh yeah, I've heard this story about time. It's like, trust me, as you get older, you'll start to realize how much more important it is. Right? If you're like really young and you're listening to this podcast, first of all, we're dropping F-bombs a lot, so you shouldn't be listening to this podcast. That's good now.
I mean, we don't even cuss that much.
Yeah.
But we do.
But
future guests, I can say whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
F-bomb.
But yeah. So if you're listening to this podcast, is like, and you're, let's say, just to say some of you guys are in high school or whatever, it doesn't seem that much. It's hard for you to have real perspective on time right now because you're so involved with school and school activities and just home.
And with school, you always see your friends at school.
Exactly.
You're always going to be with your family.
You're always around everything that you want to be around with.
And no lie, like I'll be 30 next year, and I'm just like, I've reminisced sometimes of like the days in school, how fun they were. Like not going to school, but going to school and hanging out with friends. Like somebody's like crack or wise ass joke, or somebody farts, everybody starts laughing, and then you want to move out the house, which is cool. But then it's like, damn, when you get older, you miss your family. But when you're young, you're just like, oh, I don't want to see y'all.
I know.
But it's just like the whole thing flip flops.
And even if you have an ideal situation, like everybody else's schedule doesn't always line up either. Mm-hmm. So it's like, I was like, oh, right. So now I have more time for myself or whatever, and I can do this or whatever. It's like, hey, man, what you doing? I was like, well, I got to work. And I was like, oh. So even though I may be in a situation sometimes where it's like I have time, it's like everybody else is not on the same schedule. So you have to like always line up things. You know what I mean?
Or try to plan ahead. And even then, that's still kind of hard because let's be real, life happens. Shit
but
happens.
You know what the most important I've realized for me, doing it more, I guess more and more, I should say, is a really good time to do it is when you guys want to go out and eat. Everybody got to eat.
Everybody got to eat.
Everybody got to eat.
That's simple. Yo, what y'all want to eat? Let's meet up here. Boom. Let's get some food.
And sometimes it's like, it's just to spend some time, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's like, it's on me. Don't worry about it. Let's just go. We'll just hang out, and then we'll eat, and then we'll go about our day. You know what I'm saying? And finish what we got to finish. But yeah, I mean, definitely spend time with your friends and family, and even time for yourself sometimes. Sometimes it's okay to be at home, eating some chips.
Self-healing.
Yeah, eating some chips, watching some Netflix.
So we're back. We had some technical difficulties.
But yeah, basically what we were saying is Married with Children wouldn't fly.
Yes, it would not fly.
And they had some really good stuff.
It was a hilarious show.
They put down all the women in the freaking shoe shop.
Women. He put down his wife, put down his kids. His
neighbors.
His neighbors. His kids were dicks too. His wife was trifling as hell, stealing money from him, and
But it was a good show.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was a good
show. Like you think about it, like, it was a good show.
Yeah, it was a good show. This is one of those things. This was like I probably get drugged for like laughing at it. You know what I mean? For like the extra feminist and all that. I'm just like,
maybe.
Shit was hilarious. Just laugh. It's a joke.
Yeah. Some people just, again, gotta enjoy those moments, man. Gotta enjoy those moments because like things will change all the time, and this is like, I don't know. Sometimes you just don't know what to say and do. And to me, it's just like I'm tired of like trying to pretend like certain things are
I mean, I wouldn't say it's pretending. Well, finish your thought.
I was just saying, I don't want to pretend like to automatically agree with something I don't agree with.
Gotcha.
Basically.
Okay. Yeah, I agree.
And to me, it's just like doesn't mean I dislike somebody or treat somebody like trash. It's just I just don't agree with it. Simple. Yeah. It's like if you're offended, grow up.
You can't have opposing thoughts.
Yeah, opposing opinions
without getting like.
Yeah.
So, for example, I don't know if I talked about this in the past or not, but I have a coworker at the post office, and he's like for Trump, like he voted for Trump and all that, but we could still see eye to eye because even though like I'm a Democrat, he's Republican, we still agree that like Trump was a dumbass for doing that, or like just because there's policies on his side that I agree with, and there's policies on my side that he doesn't agree with, but we can still talk to each other even though we have opposing thoughts.
Yeah.
A lot of people can't do that.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm going to trust, MAGA. You know what I mean? It's like, when I hear somebody's a Trump supporter, I just be like, why do you support Trump? Like, or like, what? Not why. What's the question I asked? Not. What about him that you support? Like, why do you support him? Okay, and then you can tell me I may wholeheartedly disagree with you, but I'm not gonna dislike you as a person. I probably will watch what I say in front of you or anything.
I don't know, man. If I heard them say, "Oh, because he's gonna make America great," I'm like, "Shut the fuck up."
I mean, because like I said, Doug for some reason, the coworker, he told me why, because he said he was gonna do this, and he has done some stuff, but he hasn't done everything. That's why he supports him. But like as a person, he doesn't like him as a person, right? Yeah. So it's just like if people can just sit down and just have a conversation. That's all. It's just there's a podcast I listen to called Flagrant 2. His name is Andrew Schultz, and like those guys are horrible. Like it's two comedians and a sports guy, and it's just I can't even repeat because I'm scared to repeat. It gets but it's just like, but I'm laughing, right? Because like, okay, one of them was just like shit. They was talking about women's rights and all that stuff. And he's a comedian, and so one chick, he was telling a story, have a girl heckled him, right? Yeah. He was just like, okay, you support Trump? Okay, cool. So if, as a woman, if you could choose anywhere in the world, where would you live besides the United States? And she said, I would live this place. And this guy, he's smart because he travels the world. And he's like, oh, why would you travel there? Because women have no rights there, blah, 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 blah. Try again. Okay, well, I'll go here. Oh, you can't go there because blah, 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 just all these reasons. You at the end of the day, you would choose the United States because y'all have rights, even though y'all shouldn't, but y'all do. Like, it's now bust out laughing because I was like, am I wrong for laughing at that? Not that I agree with it, but and he's making a case of anywhere in the world, you wouldn't have woman. Yeah, you have no rights. Well, you can't do
a lot of things, right? That you're allowed to do here in the States, right?
Exactly.
Right. I see
it was like the way.
So I get the joke. I understand why it's funny.
The way he set it up, I may not agree with the way he set it up, but it was still funny. Yeah. Because he's not disagreeing with you. He's just having a conversation. Like, okay, this is why you say this. I'm just explaining to you why you want to go there. You can still go wherever you want to at the end of the day, but you probably shouldn't.
It's funny about that. Like, especially like for those people that don't travel, it's really hard for them. It's hard for me to understand where they're trying to come from because like you haven't traveled outside the States, and if you travel outside the States, generally speaking, not always, a lot of not only is
8 times out of 10,
like not only is it different for women, but it's also different obviously for races as well. So depending on what race you are, and that you will be looked down a lot more than you would in the States. So if you feel like, oh man, it's hard, blah blah blah, it's like, yeah, it is. I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying if you go somewhere else, it's a lot harder. It was like so, and over there, it's like people will just not care. I
have a buddy that I play League of Legends with, and he lives in Canada. And hell, we can even go back. I think I was streaming it, but he loves Trump. He's just like, but Trump is good, blah 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 blah. But he hates Trudeau, right? But over here, it seems like because I have another Canadian friend that I play League with, he doesn't like Trudeau either, but he thinks Trump is good. It was like the same thing, vice versa. We don't like Trump. Generally speaking, people here don't like Trump, but they love Justin Trudeau. So it's just like we're just looking at it from the outside. You actually have to be living inside to see why we don't,
why people feel the way they do. Yeah. But again, it comes back to perspective, basically.
It's like always perspective.
Yeah. So
it's perspective, but also keeping an open mind.
Yeah.
And I think I said this, like, there's 3 types of people that I don't like. I don't even care. It's just like the full hardcore Trump supporters, like the ones that are just like they don't listen.
They're just blindly
them. Flat people who think Earth is like legitly flat.
Oh yeah, that's a trip.
Yes, and then I think I said like the asshole feminist people. This is men and women, just like women. It's just like I'm not disagreeing with you, but calm down. You know what I mean? Like those like the 3 people. I'm just like just get away from me.
Yeah.
Types of people.
Man, that Flat Earth one, that one is a trip. I saw a documentary on Netflix that was hilarious.
There's a YouTube channel called Jubilee. And they have some good videos. They make you think. But they have a series where they'll bring 3 people from this side and 3 people from this side and see if they can come to an understanding. So one of them was flat earthers versus round earthers. So they had 3 people who think the earth is flat and 3 people, like scientists, like people like NASA, like the Earth is round.
Yeah.
And like the flat earthers were just like, you have to. I'll send you the link.
Yeah, you gotta send me the link because I was very interested.
Because she was like, the Earth is flat. It's because if you look straight, it's flat. You can't see nothing else. And the guy was just like, well, that's just how far your eyes can look. No. The NASA moon landing was a fake because I have all this evidence and the Earth is flat. And I was just like, it was just cringy. Like you're just like people, and these aren't actors. Like they share like their Twitter, their background. Like they have books written about it. Like they actually do believe the Earth is flat. Like,
yeah, I know. I know. There's a whole freaking movement about it, but
then they also have other stuff too. Like they'll have They had one that was good. It was three community college people with 3 Ivy School people. It was like Harvard, Yale, and
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So 3 community college people and 3 from like Ivy Leagues.
And so what happened? They'll be standing in the dark in the side, and there's 6 stools in the middle. And so they ask them a question, and then if you agree with the question, you just walk up, sit down. Whoever walks up, and you'll discuss it.
Yeah.
And then everybody else comes in and be like, okay, well, I don't agree with that because of this. It's really Jubilee, Juilbee. They have a lot of good stuff too, and one of them they have like an odd man out, which is funny. Like one which was hilarious. Well, they had it's basically there's a mole.
Yeah.
There's 5 vegans and 1 meat eater, and basically they have to figure out who the mole is. They get them out, they win a prize. If they don't get them out, the mole wins all the prize. And like there's this lady on there, like she was like vegan, like no, you and all that. Everyone was like, whoa, like you have to watch it. It's funny.
Oh my goodness!
But I like YouTube channels like that is because they're bringing opposite thoughts.
Yeah,
and
complete opposite,
and making them like even in the flat Earth one, they actually took a minute. Like, oh, hey, all right, time out, guys. They rarely interrupt. Like, okay, time out. Let's bring it back. Let's breathe. Like, because it got that intense. Because there's like the Earth is flat, and I was just like, oh man, like it gets intense. It's real good.
That's interesting to see, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely gotta send me that link because I gotta see what that's all about.
Yeah.
But Christmas is around the corner now.
What'd you get me?
My friendship.
Oh, that's all I asked for.
Let's see.
Close your eyes. What do you see?
Nothing.
That's my life without you.
Oh my God! And with that note, this podcast is over, ladies and gentlemen.
Are we at time? Well, I didn't even keep a time.
We're pretty close. We're pretty close. But hopefully everybody has a good holidays. We'll see if we catch you guys.
I'm sorry, that was fucking stupid.
Hopefully we'll catch you guys next week. We did have some small difficulties with this particular podcast. Computer was acting kind of funky.
It was.
But hopefully it comes out nice and clean for you guys. But again, as always, thank you guys for following us, keeping up with us. Sorry for the delay.
Mm-hmm. We may, I don't know, we talked about it a little bit when the thing was, we may, if he's free and I'm free, we may get back in and do a couple more episodes just to try to catch up because we missed a couple of weeks. But that, and we're still going to keep an eye out. We have another mic. So we could possibly have some guests in the future.
Yeah.
Follow all the socials.
Yeah.
I need to have all that up so I can read because all the other official podcasts, they always shout out there. And make sure you follow us here. Here. I don't even know off the top of my head. But the Fresh Podcast, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
YouTube.
And YouTube.
Yeah.
Yes.
You'll catch it on there. There's already 3 episodes up there. This will be the 4th episode.
I'm going to watch those today.
Yeah, so
watch all of them today.
Keep up with us, and hopefully we catch you guys next time.
Stay fresh.